Oh ho! And here we are, episode 3 of How to Play Football Manager. Today's episode is actually 2 episodes I was going to do in one. So let me sort my things out. There we go. So we're going to do team tactics and roles, which is the next thing, and also player stats. We'll go into that later on. So you're on your inbox, or you can press home. Home has a little bit more information. You don't really do much on home. You can look at your contracts, blah blah blah, but we'll go into that later. So next you want to press tactics. Now you met with this screen. You can pick from any of these chosen tactics. Control possession, it tells you a little bit of information about that tactics. Aims to dictate play and potentially wait for openings. Gegenpress is what Liverpool play at the moment. Tiki-taka, like your Barca's. Virtual tiki-taka tells you all the information down there. Or you can create your own style. I highly recommend not creating your own style, because then you get too caught up and you overcomplicate things. Even the best Football Manager players pick one of these. There is something for everyone. Now you will have an idea in mind. 1, of what tactic you want to play, and 2, what tactic is good for your club. Now I know I'm Liverpool. I know that if I go route 1, not going to work. If I go direct counter attack, it's probably not going to work. Park the bus ain't going to work. I'm looking at to do control possession, gegenpress, maybe tiki-taka. You could do wing play. Could do wing play, overloading the wide areas. We've got a great left back, we've got a great left mid, we've got a great right back, we've got a great right mid. But what I'm going to do is control possession. That's the way I play. And then it gives you a little show here of how it works, how you get closer to the ball. Very narrow, getting the ball wide when we can. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to choose this formation. Now we can pick from these formations here, but we can change this in about 35 seconds. I will be playing 4-2-3-1. So we confirm that. And this is where you can just change anyone you want. You can put him there, you can put him there, you could play a centre back, it doesn't really matter. Now once you've done this, or once I've done this personally, I never click this squad button ever again. Because this squad button just brings up all your players. In your tactics, you've got all your players. Plus you can see the screen, you can see your tactics there. I never click anything else. First thing I want to do is click on this side here, in possession. Now you can kind of dictate how you play. So attacking width fairly wide. I don't want to be playing extremely wide, because then I'm playing inside forwards. I don't want them on this touchline cutting in, it's too far. We go fairly wide, they're a little bit further inside, it's easy for them to cut inside and get the goals that we know that they can get. This one, approach play, we can pass into space, a lot of through balls. We can then decide if we want to play out defence. Then we can focus our play down the right or left or down the centre. We can look to overlap on the right and left, which we will be doing. And we're going to focus the play down the middle. Passing directness, shorter, standard, more direct, and extremely direct. This just speaks for itself. More direct, your defenders and your midfielders are going to look to play to your striker more. It doesn't necessarily mean long ball, it just means more direct. I like to put mine on shorter passing, and I like to go higher tempo. This does affect your players' fatigue, but they improve their stamina and their match fitness throughout the season anyway. Time wasting, never. Crosses, I like to hit early crosses, and I like to be more expressive. That's what I change on that one. You can pick obviously whatever you want. You'll have different players. You might not be playing inside forward, so you might be want to play wide with a big man in the middle and play wingers. That's totally up to you. In transition, when possession has been lost, we counter press. So as soon as we lose possession, all these players are going to close down the ball. When possession has been won, we want to counter. And when the goalkeeper's in position, I want him to distribute quickly, and I want to distribute it to my centre backs or my fullbacks, and I want him to roll it out. You could change this if your keeper's passing stats aren't very good, which we'll look at in a second. The stats, you might want him to throw it instead of kicking. If his throwing's not very good, you might want him to kick it instead of throwing. I actually do want him to take short kicks because we've got Alisson. Out of possession, we want to, well, this is up to you again. I don't want to be playing a too high line of engagement, so I'm just going to put it at standard, and I don't want too high of a defensive line because you do get caught in behind an awful lot, so I put that as standard. We can ask the striker to prevent the short kicks, which we'll do, and we're not going to touch the tackling, but if you find that you're getting a lot of yellow cards, a lot of red cards, ask him to stay on his feet. And then that's that done. Then we can just click over here out of the way, bring this up. Now we're going to pick our team. You can click any one of these at the top. You can click position, and it puts all your players in position. I like to just keep it on player role because then it'll put all your starting 11 there, all your subs, and then all the players. You can go through this. You can also press this. So in goal, we can see what goalkeepers we've got. Alisson's in goal. Just click in there. Right back, we'll be playing Alexander-Arnold. So we click his name. He goes right in there. So let's just pick our first team really quickly. We'll be playing Van Dijk. I actually want Van Dijk on that side. I can just swap him over like that, look. This is their ability in the role, okay? And we'll get into, once I've picked the squad, we'll get into the roles. Van Dijk can't play a just centre back. So we'll look at that in a second. Then we want to be playing, I'm going to play Joe Gomez with him and try and build that partnership up. And then we have Robertson. Centre midfielders, I'm playing Henderson, and I'm going to play GG. Then we've got where is he? Mohamed Salah. Then we're going to be playing Sadio Mane up front. Roberto Firmino. Now this is the area I'm going to be looking at improving, but for now, let's just put Lallana in there. Once the squad's full, it will give you this little grid here. The brighter green the square, that means that that area of the pitch is more fulfilled. The darker ones, if I was to drop these two back into holding midfield, for instance, this means that there's a lack of players there. So if it's red, you want to sort that out. Play them centre mid. Okay. Now, player roles are these WBs, the CDs. What do these stand for? Well, you click on it, and these are the roles that are available at fullback. So you can play fullback, defend, support, attack, automatic. Play wingback. You can play no nonsense fullback, complete wingback, and this is full because of the player who's playing there. So Alexander-Arnold can play wingback, and I like him on support. And just on that, it tells you at the bottom. So the description. Usually playing out wide with no wing support. The wing back must fulfill the attacking and defensive minded. I liked it on wing back because if you say look at the bottom there, with support duty, the wing back aims to provide angled through balls from a wide, although still crosses when the opportunity arises. That's what I want. I also have Robertson on wing back. Joe Gomez, ball playing defender on defend. If you look at his speed, I'm actually going to play him on cover. And that's because if I click Joe Gomez's name, and this is where we get into the numbered tactics. It's all out of 20. And if I click certain things here, it highlights what attributes need in that position. So if I go central defender, it needs tackling and marking. But if I play ball defending, it obviously needs passing, technique. His first touch has to be good. Mentally, he has to be pretty good. I can't believe how good how good Joe Gomez is. So I'm playing him on cover, so I need him to be fast. He's got 15 acceleration and 15 pace. That's outrageous. So he's playing cover. Van Dijk, ball playing defender, defend, because I can just actually hover over this eye and it tells me his stats. He's only got 14 acceleration and 15 pace. The centre mids, I'm going to have box to box. And again, oh, I didn't mean to click his name, but you just hover over deep line playmaker, it tells you there, but I want to play him as box to box. Hover over the eye. The non-stop dynamism of a box-to-box midfielder enables him to contribute greatly to both defending and attacking. In attack, he pushes up to support the forwards. Oh. Where was I? Often surging late into the box to get on the end of crosses. So basically what Gerrard and Lampard used to do. Providing a threat from distance. In defence, he harries the attacking midfielders and helps to protect the defensive line. The box-to-box midfielder is only available with a support duty. That's why we're playing in box-to-box. And also with box-to-box, if we look at... Why does it always keep putting him there? Box-to-box, he needs to be good. Okay at dribbling. His finishing could be better. But it's big on stamina, pace and strength. Positioning needs to be good. He needs to be good at decisions and composed. So he ticks all these highlighted boxes. Look, he's pretty good. The only one he's lacking, really, is finishing. Let's go back out of that. Gigi Wijnaldum, he's best playing at either advanced or deep lying. I'm going to be playing deep lying defense. Obviously, we know Mo Salah's an inside forward on attack. We obviously know Mane's an inside forward on attack. Bobby Firmino, I'm going to play him as a complete forward attack. And then Lallana, for now, we'll be playing advanced midfield. Now, when you're picking your players, just check the roles, check what attributes fit that role. It might be that instead of playing Lallana, it might have been better for me to play Shaqiri. Let's just have a look what's next. So, yeah, suits the team. So make sure that the players you pick suits the team. And player stats. So that's what I've done there. And then you can literally click and drag these. If you wanted Alexander Arnold to play wing back, you can play him there. Play him there. But then they get past these two players on the wing. You struggle in there. Let's drop them two back. And then up here, you've got familiarity, intensity. This familiarity will rise the more that you play. And look, so you've got marking is awkward, but that will go up. Tempo is accomplished. Everything wants to be accomplished. And the way you accomplish that is by playing friendlies and playing matches, which is why I advised at the beginning of the game that you play all your friendlies. On this screen here, you have all this information. So it's just been the World Cup, so a lot of players are on holiday, so I won't be able to play with them until they come back. So Sunday the 5th of August is when Henderson's back. Salah's back on 20th of July. Next to that is their condition and shape and sharpness. So this blue one here, or this green one, is their condition. This is what you want to look at. They're all fit because they haven't played. If you play it on a Tuesday and then you've got another game on a Friday, this might drop to 85%. I never play anyone who's got less than 85%. If they've got 85% or less, I sub them out and don't start them for the game. Bring them on. This red one is match sharpness. Now that'll go up obviously with the more game time they play. If you've got someone who's sat on the bench and never plays, and then you bring them on, they're not going to be as up to speed as everybody else because his match sharpness will be pretty low. Subs you can just click and drag. So I never put a goalkeeper on the bench. I always try and so Matip's injured, which is not ideal. Oxlade-Chamberlain's injured, and so is Lovren. So I haven't got a defender to go on the bench. So what I'll do there is good. I can click the under 23s. I can look at defenders and their ability here. And I like the look of Nathan Phillips. He can play right back and centre back. Is he a right back? No, he's a centre back. So what I can do there is right click on Phillips, squad, move to senior squad. Then I click back on tactics. Nathan Phillips should be in here. There he is. So he is going to play sub 1. Then I'm going to have Fabinho on the bench. I'm also going to have Naby Keita on the bench. I'm going to have Milner on the bench. Who else have we got? They weren't lying when they said we haven't got an awful lot of players outside the first 11. Let's play Sturridge. So that's my 7 substitutions, which we would only be able to play in the Premier League. I like to put them in order, personally. I like to have defenders at the top, then going into defensive midfielders, wingers, strikers. And then that's basically it. That's basically it for setting your team up. I don't really know much more to tell you about that. You can play around with this at any time. You've got a mentality here. So you can play as a defensive, you can play cautious, you can play attacking. I always put it on positive, and you can change it in game as well. Apart from that, that is all I got to tell you really on tactics and player stats. The next episode will be all about the finances. So we'll look into finances, and then we'll look at scouting and transfers. That'll probably be one episode as well. So this series has gone from being a 7-series episode to probably a 5-series episode, just because I don't want to make them too short. So thanks for watching. That just leaves me to say, be sure to subscribe and like the video, click the notification bell, and let me know in the comments how you're getting on with your Football Manager save. Who you've picked. If you have any issues or troubles, just leave in the comments. I'll read and respond to every comment. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next episode of how to play Football Manager. Goodbye.